Let me tell you about a production incident that never shows up in testing. Nothing is slow, nothing is down, nothing is crashing. And yet, some users see broken behavior. But only sometimes. It's not like consistent, only sometimes. One user is fine, second user is not. Refresh once, it works. Refresh again, it breaks. This is the kind of incident that drives teams insane because it doesn't fail consistently, it fails only when timing is just right. This is day 8. Before we go further, if these incidents feel real to you, like the video and subscribe. This is a 30-day real world DevOps incident challenge. The kind of failures no $3,000 paid course explains. Complete all the 30 days and you'll receive the DevOps simulation ebook for free. Now let's talk about the most misunderstood failure in production. What day is really about? It's not about Kubernetes, not about any cloud, not about monitoring. This is about time. Specifically, what happens when two things happen at the same time. Concurrency is where systems stop being predictable. And most engineers don't realize how dangerous this is until they experience it in production. Imagine a very normal workflow. A user clicks a button. API An API receives request. Some logic runs. Data is written here. A response is returned. Okay, very simple normal workflow. It works perfectly in testing. Also, it works perfectly in staging. Also in demos. Now imagine two users do this nearly at the same time. Not exactly the same millisecond, just close enough. This is where the nightmare begins. Users report strange behavior. I clicked submit, nothing happened. I got charged twice. My update disappeared. It worked for my colleague, but not me. Support can't reproduce it easily. Engineers try again. It works. They try once more. It fails. No error logs, no alerts, no crashes. This is the most emotionally exhausting incident to debug. Why monitoring doesn't help here? Because dashboards are green. Latency is fine. Error rate is low. CPU is normal. Why? Because concurrency bugs don't overload systems. They confuse them. They also don't break infrastructure. They break assumptions. Monitoring is blind in this class of failure. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most systems are designed as if requests happen one at a time. But production never behaves that way. Requests overlap, events race, updates collide, and suddenly last write wins. First write disappear. Intermediate state leaks. Invariants break. And the system doesn't know it did anything wrong. Why this never shows up in testing? Testing assumes sequential execution, predictable timing, clean state. Production gives you parallel execution, random timing. This is why engineers say it works on my machine, because your machine doesn't have real concurrency. What's the business impact here? Now, real damage begins. Duplicate actions, missing actions, inconsistent record, conflicting reports, customer complaints, customer complaints that contradict each other. Business teams ask which number is correct, and nobody has a confident answer. This is how trust slowly erodes. Why restarting makes it worse? Someone suggests, let's restart the service. That resets nothing because the bug is logical, the state is corrupted, the timing issue still exists. How very few engineers think here. They don't ask, is the service healthy? Is the service healthy? They ask, what assumptions break under concurrency? What must be atomic but isn't? What depends on ordering? What happens if two requests interleave? What state transitions are unsafe? They reason about time, not just code. This is day 8 of the challenge. Production is green, some users are affected, behavior is inconsistent. What is the first thing you would investigate and why? Not the fix, not the tool, your thinking process. There's no single correct answer here. This incident separate engineers who debug symptoms versus engineers who debug system behavior. Comment your thought process that keeps your day 8 streak alive. Day 8 teaches one brutal lesson: systems don't fail only because of load or bugs, they fail because time is hard. Tomorrow is worse because day 9 is about data corruption that looks successful.